That goes down pretty smooth.
We're gonna have to.
It feels smoother and lighter.
Piss after this.
I low-key already kind of... It's going to be a piss missile.
Piss missile.
I'm going to drill in a hole in the back of that toilet with this piss missile, dog.
I'll call the landlord already.
You got him at speed now. Listen, you phone him. He's like, hello? You're like, straight and narrow. Room. He's like, on my way.
My piss is going to be straight and narrow, dog. Straight through the back of the toilet. Welcome back, everyone. Salvy, Quinn. I think we got through all the cutscenes. Maybe.
Can we leave?
Hey, hold up, Quizzy.
Hold
on, man.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, you're still here? Yup. We've been held up a little bit. I'll be honest. Oof.
When she stopped walking, I thought you were doing it as a bit, like to pretend that a cutscene was starting, and then it just wasn't.
Mr. Jack, why did you show the way to the school dorms? Yo, we got our own room. It's actually kind of sick.
That's fucking awesome. Okay, Veers, I got a crazy story. Fucking crazy. So the field school that I'm in just started. For the first week, we're here, and then we go to Europe.
What the hell is Ta-ta-ta-chan?
It's the fucking team cheer.
Ta-ta-ta-chan.
This is a nice dorm.
Yeah.
Holy shit. This is bigger than my place. But so the first week of the field school is here. First 2 days we were just at school, kind of getting ready. We learned how to do like our field notebooks and stuff. Mine's looking swag. And then today we were going to City Hall to talk with city planners because it's a Europe sustainability field school. So we're learning all about sustainable stuff. Transportation is my group. There's green infrastructure and all different types of groups. But me and my two other people, we are doing transportation and active mobility, and we're going to City Hall today to visit with some city planners. So we get there, we're at the fountain outside, and then we go in, we go up the big stairs, and we go right into like the council room, like where the council meets and stuff. And then they're like, she has 30 minutes. The mayor is gonna come talk to you guys.
The mayor?
Yeah, and
Damn.
I'm like, what?
Kind of a big deal.
The mayor comes in, sits down in her seat, like at the like the bottom of the huge U council table, and she's at the bottom of it. We're all sitting around the council table with like the microphones, the little microphones that like come out and like they're really long at the end of the stick.
Like it's a whole,
like,
oh my
like
God.
a political microphone.
Yo.
And we're all sitting there, and then she, talks for a little while, and then she's like, questions, any questions for her? And I'm like, I gotta ask her a question. Like, I need to talk, I need to have the one-on-one with the mayor, who lets Salty be at the council table. And
he's gonna start Let's Play. He's gonna start doing stand-up.
And 2 people ask questions, and then I look up, and it's like, it's 1 o'clock, which is when her meeting starts. And I'm like, fuck, I should have put my hand up, like, I missed my opportunity. And then, like, she's like, the mayor just goes, you know what? I'll be late. Like, let's do 10 more minutes or whatever. Let's do a few more questions. Nice. And then another person goes, and then it comes to me. And they were all asking stuff about, like, sustainable stuff related to our topic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this is my one opportunity to talk to the mayor. I don't want to ask about some topic or whatever. I want to just ask her about being mayor. Like, what's it like or whatever. So I'm, like, working my question through my head. I'm like, okay, I know what I'm going to say. So here's what I said. I said, so she looks right at me and she's like, yeah, what's your question? And I tap the audio button on the thing, and my whole voice comes out through the whole room. And I'm like, I know that you don't get any more power than any of your fellow council members, but you have so much more responsibility as your position as mayor. So I guess what's it like being the face and the voice of our city? and like there was a little like, and she's like, oh,
yeah.
Like, and then some people laugh or whatever, and then she's like, oh, good question, because you're right. I get 1 vote just like everyone else on the council,
Right.
But whatever decision gets made, whatever motion gets passed, I am the face of it, and I have to back it up, even if I didn't agree with it to begin with, right? And she said that there's, it's a privilege, but there's a lot of responsibility for stuff that she might not even want to be responsible for. But it's an honor and all that. And then she's like, thanks for your question. I'm like, you got it. So
Nice.
it was fucking awesome.
Nice. That's really cool.
So your boy talked to the mayor today.
So you're in. Is what you're,
yeah.
is what you're saying.
She gave us all her business card. It's
Wow.
swanky as hell. It's got her name and then mayor in like gold letters below it.
Yeah.
And then her email is just mayor at. Like, and I'm like, that's hard. Mayor at, like, imagine if I was a Salvy at, and you were Quinn at, like, so sick. And then, so yeah, we talked with her for like 30 minutes, and then she goes, and then they're like, okay, we're going to get you guys into your groups, and then you're going to go into different rooms to talk with your city planners that are related to your subject. So me and my team, the three of us, we walk into this council room or whatever, this side room, and it's a big council table, and there are 5 city planners in there for the three of us. And we're just like, whoa! And we like put our stuff down, hi, and then we're all 3 of us are just like, we're gonna go to the washroom, like, because we've been sitting drinking water in the council chamber. There's I might even put a picture in, I don't know, but there's in the behind where the mayor is, there's like super fancy chairs where, like, you know, I think the mayor would sit in the middle one in like a formal or like really intense thing, and then the other representatives would sit, like the lieutenant governor or whatever they're called, and if like a representative from the crown came, like that's where they would sit. So, and it's got like the coat of arms above them and stuff with flags on either side. Right?
Sounds very cool.
So, but we go into the side room and we go to the washroom right away because we're like, ooh, like that's a lot of people. 5 city planners, like for the 3 of us. And then we sit down, for like an hour and a half. We have a bunch of questions for them, and I took the lead. I was like, I was sitting the closest to all of them, and then my 2 teammates were like on my right, and then like all of them were on my left, pretty much. So I kind of was the main talker, asked most of the questions, and they were like, so what are you guys doing? Like, what is we know you're going to a field school and that we have the afternoon off to talk to you, but like, what's going on? And then I broke it down. I'm like, yeah, we're going to Bergen, Oslo, Stockholm, Copenhagen, Lubeck, Munster, Freiburg, in that order, and it's all about sustainability, and our group is transportation, and all of them were transportation people, so yeah.
Have you, like, this is the first week, so like, you're talking a lot with like your group mates?
Yeah, I know everybody's name.
Yeah.
There's 24 of us in total, including the teacher and the TA. But I think I know everyone's names now, and I'm getting, I know my group members. They're both pretty chill. And then I met this other guy who I sat with him just on the first day on Monday, and we were just talking a little bit. And then lunchtime came around, and the teacher's like, "Okay, we'll take an hour for lunch." It's just like, whoa, like we're only here for 4 hours. Like in 1 hour, that's his lunch. And then me and his name's Christopher. Me and him were just talking. Not Chris, Christopher. And then me and Christopher are talking. Then we look around, and everyone's left the classroom, like to go outside. We're like, oh, you want to go eat lunch on the quad? And we're like, yeah. And then we go to the quad. We're sitting there just in the big red chairs, like just eating lunch. And then he's from San Francisco, and he's like, yeah, I have a Canadian girlfriend, so I'm gonna be staying around here. And I'm like, oh, I have an American girlfriend. So we're like the same but flipped. So we talked about that for a while. And then he also worked temp construction. When he came here, when he was 18, he worked temp construction for a year, just like I did for a couple of years.
That's cool.
So we shared temp construction stories. I told him about Teddy, the guy with no teeth that was always like, never trust a woman. And then I told him about the guy on my first day of work who drove me to work and would drive as fast as possible until he got to the bumper of the car, and then he would slow down to 20, and then he'd go fast as possible again on the highway, and then he pulled out the joint at the red light on the highway. That was my first day of work, the day after your birthday.
Yeah.
That
was when like nobody knew you were working that day.
No one even
your
knew
whole
I was
family
working.
was contacting me.
Yeah.
Like, do you know where Salvy is?
Yeah, my sister DM'd
It's like the only time I've ever talked to her. Maybe not the only time.
Yeah.
I think it was the first time.
And then the story where I peed on the roof, and the guy was like, "You're out of here!" And then I clutched up, just like I'm doing good work, please. He told me to piss there. He's
He
like,
told
all
me
right.
to drop a piss mishap right down that pipe.
Yeah. So I'll probably the TA like sent out a thing like, hey, if you want to room with anybody, because we'll be staying in hostels, and it'll be like 4 to 8 to 12 people in a room, like who knows. But she was like, if you want to room with anybody, and I was like, yeah, Christopher seems chill. Like I talked to him today, so
sounds chill.
And yeah, so that was Monday. Tuesday we went up the mountain near the university and just sat in a field and learned how to do our field notebooks and just like strategies, like to look at something and not look at what you're drawing and kind of just like trace it or whatever to get like the feeling of it rather than it, getting it exactly the way it looks, and how to kind of, because the field notebooks are supposed to be kind of 50% scientific notebook, 50% diary, right? And you kind of it's like a mix of the two, and it's so great because I think 40% of our grade is the field notebook, 40% is the project, so that's the transportation thing with me and the three others, or the two others.
We're still not to do transportation.
Oh my! I remember this actually in the trailer or something. Yeah. I totally forgot about this, but yeah, now that I'm seeing it,
you could whip the mud,
the Scarlet Mobile. And then yeah, today was all the City Hall stuff. And it was so, like, we were all buzzing. Like, the whole class was like, okay, we're still home, but the field school is now started.
Yeah.
Like, we're all going into City Hall, meeting the mayor, talking with city planners. Like, it feels official. Because that's what we're going to be doing when we're in Europe. We're going to be meeting high-level people that have done stuff and written books and changed the city and designed things. We're going to be meeting with them. And
very cool.
So, yeah, I got home and I immediately, in my field notebook, I've got, so far it's a map of what I'm doing, like the trip I'm doing, and then like every city I'm going to and the dates I'm there, and then I kind of had extra space, so I just did my hype level. Like out of 5, like how hype am I to visit? Only one place got a 1. That's Montpellier in France, because I'm there for like 2 hours.
Right, yeah.
So it's like,
understand.
Not that. And it's right before I go to Barcelona, so. And then the next page I did, I'm writing about like the City Hall. So I drew the spire of City Hall, the fancy chairs, and then I'll probably do a little short version of her business card. I just put like her name and then @mayor. And then write about today. I'll do that when I get home. So I'll be kind of half drunk and maybe a bit high, and I'll be writing. So
that's chill. You've been there.
I have absolutely been there. Are we free?
We're finally free. At long last. How do I place down a marker? Oh, there we go. Set destination. Okay.
Cool. And we don't even have to walk. We just.
I know. We could literally whip.
He doesn't actually run.
No, he does run. He doesn't. Oh, little man. We're finally free.
Me running into Keegan on the bus. Whoa! I didn't see you down there. We could have just ran over him and killed him instantly.
We could have pushed him. I'll be honest. Yeah.
Hobbies. I like that. Oh.
Fairy swipes? Yeah.
Laqueef leveled up? Or who's that?
Quagmire.
Quagmire.
We'll get rid of
Quagmire. I'm actually impressed that we thought of that many KWs.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to keep that up for long. We might have to sack that one.
Okay.
Yo, they got weather? Nah, this game does too much.
I bet the frame rate's going to just tank now, right? It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
It just doesn't look that good.
No. Come on, dog, really?
So he still just runs. He doesn't
cycle. No, he just has fucking big ass.
It's just to like get the point across. Then he moves fast.
I went through the wrong doorway. Yeah, pretty much.
Is this as fast as he goes?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't that fast.
He's whipping.
This is like you can't just like hold A or something and B. I beg you. Try every button, bro.
We unlock more movement later on, but I don't think anything that makes him faster than I remember. Actually, maybe. Well, that sounds like all really genuinely super sweet. Like,
no, it's starting to hit me what I'm about to do, and it's like, damn.
It's official.
Like the longest I've been away from home, I think, is 3 weeks. which doesn't sound long, but it's like I went to Japan for 3 weeks. I went to Montreal for 3 weeks. I went to England for 3 weeks, but I've just never broken 3 weeks. And now I'm doing 6.5. It's just like, damn.
It's a lot. Six and a half. Wait, 6.5?
6.5 weeks.
Shit. It's more than I realized, too.
We are Let's Playing June 27th. Mark your calendar.
I will mark the calendar.
That's also, I'm saying this to the viewers, June 27th is the date.
That's the next
Nier
time
Automata Best of comes out. Nier Automata Best of comes out June 27th. Mark it on your calendar. It's probably not even, it's probably 2 weeks away as you're hearing this.
It's coming soon.
It might even be less than 2 weeks away. When you guys are hearing this, your boy is in Italy. Like, that's what's going on.
Ask him what's up.
Actually, I will be, I don't know what day this comes out, but I'm visiting the Pope.
What?
The new Pope. Yeah.
Wait, have they decided on a new Pope already?
No, but they're very close. And by the time I'm there, he'll have been in for a little while.
Right.
And every Sunday, he just goes to the balcony and fucking does his sermon. And the whole Bastion Square fills up. And I'm gonna go to that.
That's super cool. Oh my goodness.
So I'm gonna see the new Pope. I heard it might be a black Pope.
Reveal. Yeah, I heard.
And I was like, that's fucking awesome. He will pop against those white robes.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You will be like, yep, I see him.
Like they already have a crazy aesthetic too, and then like the black.
I'm hype. I bet there's gonna be a lot of visitors in the Vatican for the new Pope as well.
Yeah, it might be like really busy because of that.
I'm excited. I didn't even I knew I was gonna go to the Vatican one day and like spend hours and hours there.
Yeah.
Just kind of explore the whole thing because it's not that big. And then I was like, oh, I'll be in Rome on a Sunday. Yeah, okay,
I'll pull up.
I'll go that
for the sermon.
But yeah, I've got all my shit. I still need to get a backpack from Steve, my coworker. He's got this backpack that goes from being one big backpack to 2 smaller backpacks, or maybe just one big backpack and then also a smaller one. Because I was originally planning on roller suitcase around. And
yeah,
like, that don't do that.
Don't do that. Yeah, if you're moving around that much.
Yeah. I am my entire trip. So I fly to Frankfurt and then to Bergen where it starts. And from when I'm in Bergen, I'm going. You ready?
Yep.
Bergen, Oslo, Stockholm, Copenhagen, Lubeck, which is basically just Hamburg, Munster, Freiburg, Zurich, Milan, Venice, Bologna, Rome, Naples, back to Rome, Vatican City, Florence, Nice, Marseille, Montpellier, Barcelona, Madrid, Lisbon, and I fly home from Lisbon.
You're getting around.
6,000 kilometers.
Oof.
So no flights.
Yeah.
6,000 kilometers.
It's pretty much all like trains.
All trains. It's all trains, and then once I'm in Spain, it's buses. It's
right.
buses through Spain and Portugal because they don't do trains or whatever. I don't know.
They don't believe in trains.
They're like, nah, trains. Who would want that? Why is every Pokemon so small? Like I can't even.
They got bigger ones too. These guys are small.
Oh, that's just a guy. Also,
sheepy.
I forgot you're a huge monster right now.
Yeah. Yo.
I've just been waiting in the field.
Yeah. In my suit while it's raining.
Sergio, the office worker. He is not working in an office. He's Sergio, the unemployed man.
Sergio, he's trying to be so cool, standing right on the cliffside in the rain with the suit on. Like, I don't know. He's kind of doing the most, if you ask me.
I wonder, so I will be 9 hours ahead for my entire trip until the last 2 days when I'm in Portugal.
Yeah. And that's what?
8 hours ahead.
Yeah.
So 9 hours ahead. So that means Salvy and Quinn videos will come out at 6 p.m. No,
Whoa.
7 p.m. for me.
That kind of like works though, because then you're back home from the day for the most part.
Yeah,
a lot of the
day will be winding down.
Chilling. Yeah,
that'll be weird though, because I'll be like, "Hey, it's Wednesday," and I'll be on edge because I haven't seen myself.
Yeah, but then you'll be busy during the days anyway. So I think it'll work out nicely. Actually,
that is good. Well, now we know that our videos are good for European audiences. They're just the evening Salvy Quinn. Salvy Quinn to rewind to, or unwind, not rewind.
It's rewind time.
I gotta wait. I have to finish my straight and narrow before the end of this episode. What are you at?
I don't know.
We're like the same. All right,
Really?
we're gonna chug this.
You've been talking the whole time. I feel like I've been having a lot. Like every few seconds, I feel like I've been sipping that. Oh, we got new emotes. Wait.
I choose you.
Yeah.
The crossed arms.
Yo.
Oh my god, the kawaii.
Yo, this shit's too
Kawaii
tough, dog.
like 'em in
This shit's
Tokyo.
too tough. The emote.
The pop off.
Yo, hold up.
Not in my house.
The fucking Power Ranger
Oh,
move.
is that what that is? I gotta piss and fart and shit so bad.
Respect.
Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. This was episode 7 of Pokemon Scarlet. Is that the lighthouse?
Mm-mm. That's like, there's a bunch of towers you can teleport to around the map.
Wow, what a novel idea.
Whoa. The fuck?
Oh, no!
Yo, what's up, man? He's chilling. Aw, that's awesome. Alright.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around during Salvy Quinn Summer. That's what your boy's been up to, by the way. Europe update. And in a short couple weeks, viewers, I'll be back and you'll be able to hear all about it. We'll see you then. And Quinn both of us will have had a 6.5 week Let's Playing break, so we'll be fresh.
Oh yeah.
Imagine all the stories. Might get like a full 2 episodes. Vertical
Yo.
for the grab.
For the grab.
That's it. That
Man, you weren't lying. Let's wrap
I'm
this.
still like I got a couple golfs
I
left.
know me too.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. I'm like, hey, what's up? Goodbye.